Hey, what's up guys? This video is like a sequel. This video is the third video in the Oauth2 application series. So in my previous video we left off at creating a client for our application, right? In this video let's see how to write code in order to authorize the client to use our resources. This is the main flow of Oauth2 authorization method, right? So I have slightly reorganized the code, guys. Earlier, as soon as we logged in, as soon as we logged in, we had this add client text box, right? Now in this I have slightly reorganized the code in such a way that there is a dashboard page and then there are two buttons. Only upon clicking this button it will take us to that page. Okay, and we have another this won't be like this actually, guys. The add client will be in the developer portal of that particular company. For example, Twitter will have a developer portal that will allow you to register your application, and you will get an app ID and a secret ID. Once you have that app ID and the secret ID, you will be using that code in your own application, guys. You won't be going back to the developer portal or doing anything like that. You will use that code in your own application, or let us consider that from here on there won't be anything called add client. Okay, I'll go ahead and remove this right away. It will be just, let's consider that this is the application which we are writing. We already have our app ID and a secret here, right? So this is the application which we are writing. This application is trying to access the resources using OAuth2 authorization method. Okay, first I have a button called authorize me, right? Upon clicking that, it will call this function authorize client. So I'll go ahead and write the code for that. Authorize client. Okay, this will be doing this no, this not authorize client. I'll include that also in the auth method itself. Auth service from auth.service, auth.service, and here it will be private auth service. Okay, this dot okay, let it be like this here. There we'll first go ahead and create where is it? Remove this. We'll go ahead and first create a authorize user function. Authorize user function. Okay, inside this what we'll be doing is we can't directly redirect, and we need to send a get request first with this client ID to our backend, right? That will first of all check whether this client ID is present and then respond with the code, and then we need to take that code and then exchange it for an access token. That is the entire flow of the system, right? So what shall we do? Okay, so we'll open that get request in a new window, guys. That will be appropriate way, I think. This is my assumption. You can, if you have another method, you can do so. So I'll have another variable called window handle, and then use this window handle to open to make that get request. So I'll open Scott K. Smith's blog. Okay, in this we will have that ID, right? That URL, right? Instead of typing this, it's better to copy and paste it. It will be a shorter time. That's what I'm doing here. Okay, this is the URL. I'll copy this link and then paste it here. Here instead of 3000, we'll just redirect it back to our dashboard. So 4200 dashboard, and ID will be the ID which we received, right? That will be our ID. This won't be 3, it will be 333. Okay, we have this, and then once this is made, we'll just have another variable like this, and then this whole thing will be made in a new window, right? Entire new window. So we need to open a window, make this request, and then open a window, make this request, and then get back the code that is received as a response to this request, right? That's what I think. Once you click on allow, you will get a code like this. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll write some code that allows us to perform all those actions, and we'll write it inside a set time mode so that it happens in a separate window and our application waits for it. So this href will be this dot window handle dot location dot href. This will give me the URL of that, and then this will be this dot. Once I got the URL itself will contain the code, right? Okay, once I got the URL itself will contain the code, so I can just extract the code from that URL, right? So href dot split is a simple split function. I'll split it in equals mark, since we have a equals mark here, right? Okay, then this will be this dot r code equal to extracted code of 1, right? Because 0 will be whatever's there to the left of the thing, and 1 will be whatever's there to the right of the thing. That will be our code which we received from our backend. Okay, our code is not a variable, right? R code. Okay, this is done. The next thing we need to do is if this is indeed our code exists, then what we need to do, we need to get an access token using this code, right? So we'll write this get access token. Okay. Else console.log access try again. Okay, very simple code, guys. And then I'll write the get access token function. This .r code has our code, so we need not pass anything here. And then get access token, we need to make a post request to the another URL, right, to get our token. So in order to do that, what we will do is first we need the client ID and the client secret, right? Since that is uses a basic authentication method, we need to create a header using client ID and client secret. So let client ID equal to what was that? Paste it here. Let client secret equal to paste it here. Okay, these two are done, and then we'll create a basic header. Our basic header equal to for basic header is nothing but a base 64 encoded version of these two strings. So to do that directly in a browser, we have BTOA, right? In this we'll pass in the this I plus cylind, so client ID plus this I need to put in a colon, and then client secret. Okay, this is done. And then as usual, headers equal to new headers, close this, headers dot append authorization comma basic plus basic header. Okay, this is done. And then headers dot append, we need to specify the content type as well, right? Content type application slash www form URL encoded. Okay, this is done as well. Now we have the headers and we have the client ID and client secret. So all we need to do is make our URL and then make the call, right? So where token data equal to what are all the stuff we need to send. We'll get that again. Code, I think code. Okay, we have done this part. We need to send these three: code, grant type, and redirect URL. So code will be in this .r code, and grant type will be authorization underscore code, and redirect URI will be what's this we need to create, right? HTTP. For now we'll just give localhost slash localhost 4200/books. Okay, close this and then make the actual request. http.post http localhost 3333/Oauth2/token, and then send in the token data and then headers as well, and then subscribe to this data, and then inside this this dot access token equal to data dot json dot access underscore token, this dot router dot navigate to books. Okay, this is done. We need a reference to access token and router. Access token will create now. Access token, that will be of type any obviously, and then import router from Angular/router private. Okay, this is done. Okay guys, so now we have opened up this in a new window, got the code from there, and then sent the code here along with the header, which consists of our client ID and a secret, and then it will use this code, generate an access token and give us back the access token. So the access token will be stored in this dot access token, and then I'll go ahead and create generate books components. Okay, and then come here, go to roots, add the books component here as well. Okay, this is done. Oh, what's the problem? Okay, this is done. We'll save this and then delete this. Add a reference, add a path to book component as well. Okay, so far so good. So now it should come back to books, right, with our code in access token. So let's just for our satisfaction, maybe we should write some code that will enable us to, you know, like go here, sorry, go to auth.service, and then here just give let's run and see whether this goes fine, guys. Okay, you might wonder why this warning comes, right? Login component, dashboard component, add that thing. That is because what we have done here, if you go to app.module.ts and see, we have just added for app component, right? We didn't add for any other component. That's the reason why that warning comes, guys. If suppose you take this, wait, I'll just show you. Take this, go to module.ts, paste this here, and then add those as well. Login component, dashboard component, add plan component, books component. See, now that errors don't come, right? This is because the JSON won't be existing on a type object in the add line. I'll explain that later, guys. Actually, that is not an error. Leave it. So let's go ahead and click authorize me and see what happens. Okay, we get a huge error. Why? Authorize client is not a function. Okay, let's see what's the problem. We didn't actually make that, right? This dot client dot authorize user. Okay, now let's see. I'm clicking on authorize me. What's the problem? It didn't even ask me and just it's saying access denied, try again. Okay, I didn't give 5 seconds, I guess, for the timeout. I had probably given a much lesser time. Let me just go ahead and see. Okay, I haven't even given the time actually, so I'll give 5000 here. Now it's 5 seconds, right? Let's see what happens now. Okay, I'll just click on authorize me. Cannot get API. Probably because yeah, obviously, sorry guys, I gave the URL, I copied the URL from there, right? This won't be there in our application. It will be like this, right? See, make these silly mistakes, guys, and then keep wondering what happened. So I'll click on authorize me, allow. See, books works, right? So we can, and we get the JWT encoded version of the access token as well. So if we pass this access token in our consequent requests and try to access the resources, for example add a book or something, then we should be able to do so, because now we are authorized to access the resources of our that company, right? So let's try this once and see what happens. So I'll go to, you know, where is my books.component.ts, books.component.html, and then here instead of books works, I'll just go books, and books will be taking in 3 input. I forgot what are all the stuff it will be taking. Name, type and quantity. Okay, so input type equal to text ng2 ng model equal to book.name, paste this 3 times. This here it will be type, and this here it will be quantity. Save this. We'll have a button that upon clicking will take us to add book function and pass in this book, and then we will say add a book and then close the button. Quick typing of HTML. If there was emmet, this would be very easy to finish it off, but I can't figure out how to make Visual Studio and emmet work together. Okay, and I'm coming to boot component.ts, and then inside this what I'll be doing is first of all, as usual, we'll have the book object name and type quantity, and I'll close this and add book, new book. I once again make use of this service as usual. And this will be like result equal to this dot auth dot add book, new book. Auth is not there, so private auth source. Save this, come here, and then book result dot, then console.log book add. Okay, now go to auth service, guys, and then okay, this my computer is a bit slow since it's a very much outdated configuration of a laptop, and I'm using a broken keyboard as well. Okay, as I was saying, let's just get to this dot add auth service, and then we'll just try to add a book. Copy paste this somewhere else. And this will, instead of basic, it will be bearer, and instead of this basic header, it will be like this dot access token. Access token is the one where we saved the actual token. So okay, we created headers, then we need to create name. Instead of that, we have this book plus new book name plus type plus new book dot type plus ampersand quantity plus new book dot quantity. That's it, right? That's it. So headers are ready, the thing is also ready. Okay, we'll just need to copy paste this, or we'll copy paste something with the promise here. Copy paste this, and then instead of clients it will be add book, right? Add book, and here it will be book. This then it literally means that our book has been saved. Now we have almost everything ready. Let's run our application and see whether it goes fine. Login, and this will be, I'll just log in, click on authorize me and click on allow. So technically this will close now, and I have an ID, right? So in books I should be able to save something, right? Harry Potter children, quantity will be 10. I'll click on add book. Book is added, right? So now we are successfully able to authorize the add book API with the use of our access token, right? So this is how you create an OAuth2 backend and then make your apps, code your apps in such a way that so as to use the OAuth2 authorization mechanism in order to access the resources. This is what I wanted to show you guys. The videos might be a bit long, but I believe I have, they have some in-depth concepts in them, so I can't make it any shorter if I want to show you guys all of those. And I decided not to time-lapse these as I did with my previous video as well, because this is actually Angular 2 and pretty much easily understandable, and this is pretty much crucial. You could just clone that and run node server.js and the backend would run fine, but you need to understand how we are configuring the front end in order to interact with the backend, right? That's why I just typed out all the code, and that's why this video is a bit longer than expected, but no issues there. I believe this video would be helpful to you guys. Helpful to you guys. If you found this helpful, kindly share it with someone else and help them too. If you like this video, kindly hit on the like button. It will be some sort of appreciation to me, and also kindly subscribe to this channel, guys, so that I could continue to make more cool stuff like this and you could watch them. So yeah guys, that's what I wanted to show you guys today. Talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.